We'll start with Ohio State, Michigan. A monkey that's been on the back of Ryan Day. Like you could see the agony of Ryan Day the last couple years. Like it literally hurt. It took his soul. And when he talked about winning the coin toss, like I love the way he came out. They deferred, but he said, we're going to be attacking from the jump. First play, deep shot to Carnell Tate, miss. Second play, INT. Second play is an interception. And then first play for Michigan, big long run, 30-plus yards. And it literally felt like, here we go again. Like Michigan was a 20-point dog a year ago. They come out the gates, they get up 6-0, and then Ohio State quickly says, hold my beer, and quickly shows you why they are the best team, the most complete team in the country. I thought they managed the emotions well. To manage the negativity, man, of all the 4 years of the bad stuff, losing in a row to Michigan, to the slow start, to bouncing back, and Julian saying, bouncing back too. He goes 0 for 2. And then is absolutely on fire the rest of the game, barely misses. And I think he went like 19 of the next 22 to finish with 3 touchdowns, 233. In bad weather, California kid, you kind of worried about that. Like, how does he handle the snow? But it was a convincing performance. I thought the Jeremiah Smith touchdown will be talked about for a while. I know it was talked about on my social media a lot after I posted it, because to me, that was clearly a touchback. Brent, I clearly thought that was a touchback. Like he bobbles the football, and then by the time he possessed the football, his foot was out of bounds. Like I didn't see any other way. You have to have, in order to break the plane, you have to have possession of the football. He didn't have possession of the football to break the plane. So I think that's the argument you hear some people say. But if the ball is moving and coming out of your hand, and then you grab it as your foot's out of bounds and you're floating, like I thought it was clearly a touchback.
The only way, it was called a touchdown on the field. That was
which
was a big
okay,
part.
And that's usually the way it works, which is fine.
I also thought there was a split second where, he initially lost the ball, and then he pins it against his chest as he's crossing the goal line. And for a millisecond, I think he crossed the goal line with the ball pinned against his chest, takes into the end zone, then sort of rebobbles it. And if he had 2 hands on it, crosses the plane, and then loses it, everybody's like, oh, it's a touchdown.
Yeah.
It was just for that millisecond that he had it pinned. I think he had sort of his palm, his hand around the ball pinned against his chest, crossed the goal line, then rebobbles it. So I actually thought it was a touchdown.
It clearly didn't decide the game anyways. Like, it's not like that would have mattered. You know why, Brent? Because it's very simple. And I told you, 186 rush yards to 100 rush yards. How many years do we need to do this, Brent? We're going on 24 now. 24 straight. You were cheering against my stat, weren't you?
I was so hoping.
See?
But here's the thing. Here's what I did. After the first half, Michigan had 108 rushing yards and Ohio State had 76.
Yeah.
Before Ohio State had the ball late in the third quarter, they were up 24-9 or 27-9 or something like that. And they had 20 more rushing yards than Ohio State.
Yeah.
So,
but one
correlation does not equal causation.
One more is one more. One more is all that matters.
It pains me that it worked out this way for you, but yes,
I love it so much. We'll just keep the stat running every single year. I love it. It'll be like a running joke. But here's the thing about Ohio State: weapons. The difference between this game, Brent, and all the other Michigan Ohio State games, you know what the difference is? Julian Sang had time to throw the football. The edge pressures the last couple years, man, it's been relentless. Like, you've seen it time and time again. They created balance. More importantly, they kept staying upright. They kept him protected. Then they could use their weapons down the field. So, like, this offense isn't lacking anything. Like we talked about it week one, like just the way that they're going to have the ability to do this with all of their weapons, with a QB, and as it continues to grow, with Bo Jackson jumping in the mix throughout the season, Julian saying continue to get better. Ohio State clear and away the best team in the country. Not picking against them in the playoffs. I'll go ahead and say that right now. We'll go ahead and throw that out there. Like, I don't think either one of us are going to do that because we learned our lesson a year ago, too. That was stupid by us to do it, but they also finished the season limping. So
you talked about the pressure, and we sort of talked about that in the pregame. Can they legitimately pressure him because it had been done so little up to this point? 2 of 26 dropbacks, Sam was pressured. Just 2.
Well, and it's really good offense. It's really good offense. It's balanced offense. Now, here's what I'll say about Michigan, what I really, really liked. Michigan got the run game going early, really heavy counter, really good counter.
Into the short side of the field.
I think that's something that you'll see copied. Like, I think you'll start to see more of that from people that play Ohio State. Now, listen, the back's got to be patient in counter, and you can do that with the QB as well if you have a good running QB to do that. But the Ryan Day interview after the game, I absolutely loved it. He immediately mentioned the line of scrimmage, toughness, physicality. Like, he got tired of hearing y'all's bullshit. Right? Like, tired. Y'all keep coming at me with all this crap. Like, we just pan them. We just absolutely frying pan to the head. We did everything we needed to do. I thought he was going to cry for a second. Like, you could see the emotion was real. Michigan, extremely disappointing season. And guess what? Still pretty good, man. Still ranked. True freshman quarterback. You found a superstar wide receiver to go with your superstar quarterback in the future. You played 6 freshmen on offense that were starting today. Like, this is about, upward trajectory
Building.
for you. Yes.
Build around
this was
the kid.
definitely. Now, listen, your schedule was very nice this year. You avoided everybody in the Big Ten pretty much, so you didn't have to add losses to it except for USC, obviously, and then you played Oklahoma at a conference. But
they won the games they should have won. They lost the games they probably should have lost.
Yeah.
Actually, when you think about it. But Ryan Day, to your comment, is what you said in the beginning. Like, I typed that out as a note first thing when he said we're going to be attacking from the jump, because that reminded me of Kirby against TCU. What are we going to see today, coach, before the national championship? And he was like, aggression, because it's just when you have that level of confidence as a coach in your team and you're good, it comes out in these interviews, I think, very much so, especially before the game versus coach speak.
But also, Ryan Day won a championship because he learned from the Michigan game. He learned to be aggressive. They kept the pedal to the floor the rest of the offseason. Like last year, the postseason, they kept the pedal to the floor. That's why they won. That's what they did today. Like, 4th down opportunity, pedal to the floor. Throwing the football, pedal to the floor. Like, stay aggressive, 100%. And next week, we get an amazing showdown. 2 undefeateds, high-flying offense with Mendoza and Indiana versus a suffocating defense. Indiana affected Dante Moore and company, which most people haven't been able to do with Oregon. So can they affect Julian Saying? And how do they play this passing offense? It will be an absolute stupid showdown next week. And both teams are still going to be in the playoffs. But I think both teams want to win that Big Ten championship. And
especially Ohio State, given how much they've been kept out of that game in the recent
Ohio State
history.
didn't have a player on their roster that had beaten Michigan. Not one single player on their roster had beaten Michigan till today. Like, they won a natty, they didn't win a Big Ten last year. They just took care of Michigan. Take care of the Big Ten championship game. Go try to repeat. And it's been a heck of a retooling for Ohio State. OHIO has absolutely dominated.
A couple quick things.
College football.
The run by Bo Jackson, the stutter Hezzy on the run sort of outside zone that he had was unbelievably awesome. And then 2, I was proud of the refs that they didn't eject the kid for the headbutting thing.
I don't know about that. Like,
I mean, there's
what
emotions there.
Broski?
Well, that was a completely
there's no emotion. There's no emotion
mistake.
that ever allows you to touch. If you touch a ref, you're kicked out of the game. Like, Broski gave him a little headbutt. Like,
I was like, okay, at least he didn't, penalty, yes, but I was kind of okay that he didn't.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm fine with it. Most of the time, that's their egos, right? Like their egos are
Yeah.
going to get involved and
You
they're
did
going to
that to
kick you
me?
out. Yeah, you out of here.